For as long as the Catholic Church has existed, there have been people who believe it is hiding something. That underneath the gold and the prayers and the white robes, there is something much darker going on. In recent years, 4 specific claims about the Pope have gone viral. Millions of people have seen them. Millions more have shared them. They involve a mysterious staff, a hand gesture, a building that people say is shaped like a serpent, and a sculpture so disturbing that even some Catholics refuse to look at it. We are going through all 4. What people are claiming, what the evidence shows, and what the truth behind each one actually is. Every time the Pope enters a major ceremony, he carries a staff, a specific one that has been used by every Pope since Paul VI introduced it in 1965. It is called the ferula, and at the top of it sits a crucifix. But this crucifix is strange. The crossbars are bent. The figure of Christ on it appears twisted, arms pulled inward, almost contorted. It does not look like any traditional crucifix you have ever seen. In 1981, a Roman Catholic author named Piers Compton wrote a book called The Broken Cross, Hidden Hand in the Vatican. In it, he described this exact staff as a sinister symbol used by Satanists in the 6th century, revived at the time of the Second Vatican Council. He claimed that black magicians and sorcerers of the Middle Ages had used a bent or broken cross to represent what the Book of Revelation calls the mark of the beast. And he claimed that 4 consecutive popes, all choosing to carry this same specific staff, was not a coincidence. That book and those claims have spread across the internet for 40 years. The staff is now one of the most cited pieces of evidence that something is deeply wrong inside the Vatican. So who actually made it? The staff was designed by an Italian sculptor named Lello Scorcelli in the 1960s. Paul VI commissioned it specifically and gave Scorcelli a permanent studio inside the Vatican while he was working on it. The bent, twisted position of Christ on the staff was based on an actual drawing made by a 16th century Carmelite monk named Saint John of the Cross, who said he received the image in a mystical vision. That drawing still exists. It is one of the most studied documents in Catholic mystical history. What looks like a distorted figure to modern eyes was, according to Catholic historians, an attempt to depict the genuine physical suffering of crucifixion, rather than the peaceful, idealized version seen in traditional art. In January 2015, Pope Francis stood before over 6 million people in Manila. He raised his right hand and extended his thumb, his index finger, and his pinky, with the other 2 fingers folded inward. The Archbishop of Manila beside him did the same. That photo spread online within hours. The claim was immediate. The Pope was throwing up the mano cornuta, the horned hand, the gesture associated with devil worship in occult circles. The claim has never fully gone away. When Pope Leo XIV was elected in 2025, a photo of him making the same gesture circulated within hours of his election, with thousands of posts calling it a satanic greeting between members of a hidden order. The Associated Press published the original caption of the 2015 Manila photo at the time it was taken. It reads that Pope Francis and the Archbishop were making the popular sign for "I love you" to greet people with hearing impairments attending the event. That gesture is standard American Sign Language for ILY, I love you, with the thumb, index finger, and pinky all extended. It has been used in ASL since at least the 1970s. Rock musicians who perform the devil horns gesture typically fold the thumb inward. The visual difference between the two is small enough that the confusion has fueled this claim for decades and will likely continue to. In October 2018, Pope Francis opened the Vatican Youth Synod carrying a different staff, not the ferula. This one was a 2-pronged, fork-shaped staff that had been gifted to him by young Italians at an event in Rome earlier that year. Within days of the photos going public, claims spread saying that the staff was a stang, a ritual tool used in Wicca and modern witchcraft as a sorcerer's staff. Detailed comparisons circulated between the staff Francis carried and images of Wiccan stangs used in pagan ritual practice. The visual similarity is real. The top of the staff looks like a forked branch, which is exactly what a traditional stang is described as. The Vatican did not issue any explanation of the design. No official statement addressed the resemblance. The staff was a gift made by Italian youth and was used in one ceremony. Whether its designers understood what they had made, nobody has officially said. If you open Google Maps and look at the Paul VI Audience Hall in Rome from directly above, the shape of the building creates a silhouette. The roofline curves forward at the front. The main entrance and the columns on either side frame an opening. Depending on the angle you view it from, it looks like the open jaw of a serpent. The windows function as the eyes. The columns are the scales. People have been pointing this out for years. Screenshots of the aerial view circulate regularly alongside questions about why the Vatican built it this way. But the aerial view is not what disturbs most people who visit. What disturbs them is what is inside. Directly behind the seat where the Pope sits when addressing visitors is a massive bronze sculpture called the Resurrection. It was created by artist Pericles Fazzini and installed in 1977. It depicts the risen Christ emerging from what appears to be a crater or explosion. Around him, twisted human figures reach upward from the ground. Their faces are contorted. The overall impression is not triumphant. It is unsettling in a way that is hard to define. The Vatican's official description says the sculpture depicts Christ rising from the devastation of the modern world, specifically meant to evoke Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fazzini said he wanted to show that resurrection is possible even from the worst destruction humanity has ever created. The sculpture was controversial among Catholics from the moment it was unveiled in 1977. Long before any conspiracy theory attached to it, Catholic publications criticized it for not looking like a resurrection at all. 4 claims. 4 pieces of evidence that have convinced millions of people that the most powerful religious institution on earth is hiding something behind its gold and its ceremony. Some of the claims have clear explanations. Some of them are harder to fully dismiss with a single sentence. What is consistent across all 4 is that the Catholic Church has spent centuries making choices in art, architecture, and symbolism that continue to generate questions that official explanations do not always put fully to rest. Whether that is deliberate, accidental, or simply centuries of imagery being interpreted through modern eyes, is something every person watching this will answer differently.